Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, where an enemy wants to hurt me anyway. This is Milesluigi.
And this is the Evil Pop-Tart. I was scared there for a minute.
Instant battle. Well, that's alright, I kinda changed my badge setup anyway, and explain a few things that I gotten at the same time. First off, badge setup first. Pretty generic badge setup here. But, recently I got duplicates of two badges, specifically Multibounce and Power Smash, and they kind of fall into the category of abilities badge, or badges that give you additional things to do as Mario. And all badges under this category, if you can remember this is what they do when you stack them up. They become more powerful, but the FP required increases exponentially. I'll explain with Power Smash because it's really easy to understand. If I were to put on 1 Power Smash, I'd hit an enemy with 6 attack power. If I were to put on 2, I'd hit an enemy with 8 attack power, but it would take 4 FP. If I were to put on 3, it would hit an enemy with 10 attack power, but it would take 8 FP. You could probably follow the, you could probably extrapolate what it does from there on out.
It's too late for math.
Okay. Multi-bounce, it actually does become more powerful the more you put on. 2 multi-bounces give you an attack power of 3 instead of 2 per multi-bounce, but then, once again, it costs 4 FP, and then 8 FP for the third one, and then 16 FP for the fourth one. So, unless you like consuming loads and loads of FP.
Having 2 multi-bounces, though, really does help if you do happen to have 2 of them.
It does, in certain situations. Now we're headed to the Thousand-Year Door. I don't want to get hit by any enemies, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use Madam Flurry for that. Although I can hear the enemy still approaching me. Haha!
Run away!
Run away! Alright. Also, there is something I really want down in this pipe, or in the Pit of Honor Trials, but I'm not gonna go down until I have a specific thing that'll allow me to take items from enemies. I like saying that because that's not a spoiler, depending on your point of view.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun.
That should be fun, though, once you do get that certain item. I would be very intrigued to see how you do down there.
Okay. So to the Thousand-Year Door, where we lift up our next crystal star.
The real crystal star, not the fake one.
Yes, this one's real. You made me think of something totally different, but okay. And we see our amazing living map do what it does best, completely dumbfound Mario.
Glow and explode.
Wow. Somebody made this?
I'd like to know what type of parchment that's on, or how does it make it super magical where it implodes in a big burst of light? That's some pretty special paper.
I'm just as dumbfounded. On the bright side, our next place isn't located in the sky. Instead, it appears to be located in some old-fashioned village by the looks of it. And here we have Power Lift. It is a crystal star power that increases your offense and defensive abilities for 3 turns. You play a 3x3 grid to determine how much offense or defense you have. If you plan on using this for a boss battle or something like that, I usually plan on a +2 offense, +2 defense. But if you put a concentration on offense or defense, +3 is definitely possible, unless the game screws you over on the icons. If you're really lucky, you can get a +4, but that doesn't happen very often. But obviously, the possibilities of actually, increasing your attack and defensive power just from a crystal star power instead of badge points, awesome. I love this power. Okay. Guess what Professor Frankie's going to say this chapter?
I don't know. It can only be one thing.
It can only be one thing.
Really? What? Total world conquest? Who knows?
That's right, so now all of a sudden our adventure isn't just to get the princess back, it's to stop the enemy from committing world conquest!
Dun 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 dun!
Alright, so what would that treasure be behind the Thousand-Year Door? This one book says it was actually the Great Cataclysm. You open the door and storms rain out of it! That would destroy the world.
You mean it doesn't come with nice fluffy kitties that come out of it?
I never said the Great Cataclysm wasn't a lot of nice, fluffy kitties pouring out of the door. Entire world destroyed.
The world will end as we know it.
So my adventure all of a sudden went from, I wonder what's behind this door, oh fudge, I have to save the princess as well, to, fudge! This world's gonna be conquered if I don't do this! Alright, so the place we're going to, perpetually dim and eerie. Doesn't look like the sun shines very much there. Yeah, I can't go down the pipe because I can't sequence break, unfortunately. This is the game's way of preventing that very minimal sequence break.
I think Nintendo learned their lesson on sequence breaking.
Alright, so we have to find this one guy named Darkly. I'll be doing that in a little bit. Something I forgot to comment upon, I can't believe I never commented on this. If you look right above Mario's head, do you see those 4 icons? Sun, Moon, Puny Star?
You never noticed that?
To be honest, no, not till recently, but just before I recorded this, I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah,
Sun,
the
Moon,
coding. Yeah.
Sun, Moon, Puny Star? It led me to believe maybe there are other secrets in Frankie's room. From what I understand, the only other secret is this garbage can where if you miss the tattle, you can get a tattle back, but I never noticed that till now, or recently, I should say, to be correct.
If you miss a certain number, actually a lot more tattles appear in there. It's not just one. If you miss like 3 or 4, they'll actually be in the trash can.
Alright. We'll be checking our email in a little bit as our great adventure of backtracking extravaganza, super ultra awesome monster truck awesomeness unfolds. I would just like to take care of, everything I would like to take care of. First off, I'd like to go to Dazzle and trade in my star pieces for
Hi, Dazzle!
Flower Saver and Flower Saver Partner. 2 badges that do exactly what they say. Drop the FP used by attacks by 1. Cannot be used to make attacks cost 0 FP, but nevertheless, awesome badges. I tend to find the Power Saver Partner badge usually a little bit more useful than the Power Saver badge because partners tend to consume a little bit more FP. Just me personally.
I would agree with that, especially when you start getting another character coming up, which you don't have yet, so I can't say his name. I just thought about that.
Gosh, darn it. Why don't you just say, once you get your ultimate partner or ultra partner abilities, all of them take a lot of FP.
True, but I have my one favorite partner that you haven't gotten yet, and he takes a lot of FP.
Okay. Anyway, I just went down there to break that block. Normally when you break that block, you also reveal the star piece there that you may or may not have gotten. But obviously I've gotten it. I just wanted to break that block. I hated it.
Stupid block. He was in my way.
Yes. Alright, so I'm going to return to the surface, and yeah, I really haven't been keeping up to date with emails other than the moments in Glitzville where I was getting email from everyone, including like X and hate mail and blackmail. Yeah.
Spam mail.
Spam mail. I get spam. Matter of fact, why don't we go over that right now? I get these messages from the RMD register, or RMD, which is like Rogueport Direct Mail, I believe. These are honestly spam messages, but if you do decide to read through them, occasionally you can find something interesting, like they'll occasionally have a recipe in here, or, if you notice, at Punget's Easygoing, or Punget's shop in the Great Tree, the moment you get this email, the next 15 minutes, he'll give you double shot points. I obviously missed it.
Never did understand that. I don't really use shop points. I don't know why you would just run over there just to get double shop points.
Especially when you can buy Sleepy Sheep at one store and go to the other. We don't always get spam, thankfully. Like, we got this one from Koop Ook, who is our hide-and-seek master. He found a place called Goomstar Temple, and he wants to basically tell me that, he's great at hide-and-seek. He doesn't want anyone to find him, but he wants people to know that he's great at hide-and-seek, so... And we also got a message from Koopli, who is impressed by today's technology. And he figured out how to send pictures via email. He took a picture of himself. Either that or it's a picture someone else took of him. And all this trash mail. We got a message from Pine T, whose dad was in the pit of 100 trials. Apparently his dad now has a job in Toad Town. And another message from Koopy-Koo, who basically is just saying, I kind of miss you, Koops, and also sent a picture of herself.
I get lonely.
Alright.
Mr. Lonely.
So if you notice, I guess I might as well just say this right now. Remember Lumpy from earlier before I gave him 100 coins, but that was about it? He leaves next chapter, so I kind of want to give him 200 coins now. Otherwise, I will not be able to claim my possible fortune that I might get in this investment. Yes, I know I'm risking a lot of money on this, but I'm telling you, this guy is an entrepreneur. I trust all my money in him.
He's gonna double your money.
Luigi's newest partner is Babam, as you can see, and here's Luigi. Are we all ready for Plump Belly Village?
Do it!
Here goes. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plump Belly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Huzzah. He said that his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself to go to in her stead. Brave, huh? Also not very eloquent. Now the custom was for sacrifices to be dressed up as brides, so I got all dolled up. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good. I fooled our foes and got in Huzzah's lair. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chiffon really chaffs, bro. I finally found Huzzah, and the snake had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both heads. It reared up, Fane's bared to attack, and at that moment, I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouth smashed into another, and he vanished into a cloud of smoke. A shining plate fell down on the spot where Huzzah's body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it, and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave the town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sort of cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have to save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the Marvelous Compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair. Oh, I zoned out there. So yeah, we're staying out again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Roqueport, and here I am. So, here's Jerry. So, Luigi and us as a bride. It's pretty scary. Okay, after something like that, I think it's best if we just cut off this part right here, okay? Agree?
Oh, I agree.
I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door. This is Milesluigi.
And this has been the Evil Pop-Tart.
See you next episode.